Now to make sushi rice for 2 people, I've put 1 cup of sushi rice into the sushi rice cooker. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it probably about 10 times until the water is running relatively clean. Okay, that was 10 times. Now, the water is not totally clear, but it's a lot clearer than it was when we started. Why are we doing this? To rinse off as much of the starch as we can. We'll make the rice less sticky and more fluffy. Okay. Now I'm using the rice cooker method of making this rice. You could do it with a pot on the stove, but rice cookers are good these days. So I have the wet rice in the bowl that comes with the rice cooker. I'm adding 1 cup of water. Now if you make regular rice, you may be used to adding twice as much water as you have rice. But we're not going to do that for 2 reasons. One is that we've already washed that rice, so it's holding some water. The other reason is that sushi rice absorbs water differently than, say, long grain regular rice. All right, so now we're going to cover the rice, put the rice cooker cover on, and turn on the cooker, and just let that cook the way the cooker does it, okay? And the next step will be after it goes to the, clicks over to the warm holding setting on the rice cooker. Now we're going to mix the seasoning for the rice, and the proportion is always 8 to 4 to 1. That's 8 parts rice vinegar to 4 parts sugar to 1 part sea salt, okay? Now, I'm going to put in the dry ingredients first so I don't wet the spoon and have things stick in it. So we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm using Malden sea salt. You could use any sea salt. Japanese would prefer that you use Japanese sea salt. Then we're going to use 4 teaspoons of sugar, which is 4 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. And then we're going to use 8 teaspoons of rice vinegar, and 8 teaspoons is 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to mix that up. Okay, good. Now we're going to hold this until we're ready to mix it in with the rice. Okay, our rice has gone to the warm setting. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this seasoning into the rice. First I want to stir it up in case any of the salt or sugar has settled to the bottom. Doesn't look like it has, all right? Then what we want to do is take the paddle and pour the seasoning onto the paddle as we move the paddle around the rice. Japanese will do this in a rice steamer, much larger portion of rice, but we're doing a smaller portion of rice here. So you just move the paddle around the rice and pour the sauce over the paddle, which distributes the seasoning over the rice. Then what you want to do with your paddle, about at 45-degree angle to the rice and to the table, you want to cut that in. Cut the seasoning into the rice. Okay, now I'm going to put the lid back on the rice cooker. It's still on the warm setting, and we're going to let that stay on warm until we are ready to plate up.